Alright, what's up everyone? This is Aragon from Team Velocity Gaming, and today we're going to be doing an A take. I'm going to show this to you guys. There's going to be 2 smokes and a molly. So basically, this is, it doesn't really matter. If we're doing an aggressive, this doesn't work as well, especially if you've lost people. But basically the idea is that if we're doing on passive, I'm just peeking out, or if I'm just waiting for push outside, I fall back, you know, and I go on top of T roof with Emilio. Infamous is still here. While I'm repositioning, Infamous, it's your job to drop down. Let's kind of try to see if you can get a pick or not. You're the least important aspect of this round, um, but because so if you die, it's not like we've lost the round, but you're important in the fact you're trying to get picks for post plant, which is still important. But yeah, so you drop down, and then Aztec's gonna throw a smoke mini. Once that smoke is done, then you drop down in the mini and you rush it. If you don't see anybody mini, then you're on site with us and it's fine. If you do see someone, you kill them. We gotta pick us now 4v5, at least. You know what I mean? So that's what's Infamous is doing. I'm gonna be coming back over to T roof with Emilio, and Emilio, while I'm also rotating, while Infamous is repositioning, Emilio, you're getting in on top of here, and you're shooting out these glasses, and then if you want to, throw a nade over there. Or there's no glass. I already shut out all the glass, but yeah, just shoot out all the glass over there. So here and there, while I'm repositioning. Once I've repositioned, I'm gonna throw one smoke, and you're gonna throw, or I'm gonna throw the molly, you throw the smoke, but I'm gonna show both here anyway. So you go up to here, and then you're still crouched this entire time. You go up to the left side of this little like slat right here. Go a little bit above the roof, like right there. Throw. Let me just go show that to you guys. Basically, it's just like that. Smokes off heaven. And then the molly is going to be for top of, whatchamacallit, on top of hut. So, this one's a little bit more finicky. So, if I mess this up, don't get mad at me. This one's a really hard smoke. But basically, bring your crusher all the way down so it can't go down any further. And then you're going to edge out to like, no, yeah, see, I did too much. But, so that's the finicky part about this. But, so basically, don't do it too much. Let's go about right there. So go in between these two little grains right here. I can't really aim at them, but yeah. So then you light them all, or yeah, stay or actually no, you stand up. You aim in between these two things, and you just go like that. So a little bit below all the way. Right? That, then molly's off hut, so that you guys squeaky, which I'll show in a second, can push out. Because the guy, if there's a guy top of hut, he'll fall back either here or there. Which at this point, this door's already been blown up by Aztec, because Aztec's already playing here. Which if it hasn't been blown up, make sure you blow it up. So I guess it requires an HE as well. Well, so if he gets mod off, he's either gonna drop down here, he dies, or he drops down here, and then he has a really bad position, because where is he supposed to go from here, right? So once that's naded off, so Christian's falling back to lobby and is gonna push Squeaky with Aztec. So you just nade that right, and you go up to right here. And you aim pretty low. This smoke's not very finicky. You just throw it. Smoke's off mini, and then you and Christian push out. And then at this point, this is all the nades are coming off at the same time. Infamous drops down. If there's a guy here, he kills him. If not, it's fine. And then you can also try to see if you can get a guy garage, right? If you have nade, and also if Infamous, if you want to throw an outside smoke, that's fine for garage. I show that in my I'm going to show that in another video, so I won't show it here, and it's not really important. But Infamous, I mean not Infamous, Aztec / Darius and Aztec, Darius, AP, and Christian are gonna push through here. Since this is mollied off, that's smoked off, so you have a really good opportunity to get through, right? And then because Emilio and I are throwing our smoke / molly, we're gonna then come down the ladder, and because we're late to site, we're just gonna push out hut. Hopefully you guys will already have had sight. This is smoked off. We quick plant right here, or actually since Infamous is in hut, you could probably plant for like right here. That way it's planted for hut, and then mini, and then if you can also get someone to be like upper heaven area, and what they can do is they can get up here. They can just play, like, they can push into heaven, just make sure they don't take. But the problem is that they've already probably had heaven control, so Yeah, but this is basically the A take. Just takes one HE, two smokes, and a molly. Pretty cool, pretty simplistic. Um, the thing about B, and I'll be going into this a little bit more detail in the next video, is that there's no real B take on this map, since B basically requires you to go through certain choke points, either that be outside, which I already did a video for that, like an outside take, or you go through ramp, right? Which ramp, there's not much to it, you just kind of push out, right? So, or you go through vent, which would be like which is not that hard either, you just blow open, or you open door, right click a smoke, pop vents, just rush through, right? It's not that hard. So there's no real B take. I think what we'll probably do is that if we get like picks that lead towards B, we'll go B. So what I mean by that is that, like, I'm probably not gonna do a B take video, but actually, because when I think about it, it just wouldn't make any sense. But so if we get a pick ramp or outside, then we'll lean towards B and we'll just go through ramp or outside or vent, right? But I think what we should probably do is we'll just make it so that we'll by default are aiming to go A. But if we get picks that lead to a better B site take, then we'll go to B, right? Because B is kind of easy to retake as a CT in my opinion. A site not quite as much, especially if Mini and Heaven are smoked off. There's really not much you can do. So I think, in general, it'd be better to just aim for an A take, and then if something happens that like would be like, all right, it's gonna be easier to take B, then we'll do it. Except the obvious exception would be like a B smoke, the wall of smokes for outside. But like if we're doing our default and Christian gets a pick ramp, we're just gonna rotate to ramp and probably just doing a B take like through ramp. But if let's say you know, we get a pick A, or if we just don't get any picks, we'll just fall back and we'll just do the A take. If so, the least important aspect of this entire round is either Christian or Infamous, right? The three most important roles are the smoke executes. So let's say Aztec dies, Christian, you're gonna take over Aztec's job, right? Or if Infamous dies, we don't care. We just leave it as is. If Christian dies, we leave it as is. But if I die, Infamous, you replace me. Just stuff like that. Make sure we have replacements. So yeah, Infamous, don't drop Marshmallow until I've actually made it, like, I'm already started headed back. Because, you know, if I die and you're stuck there, we can't really do the A take, right? But yeah, this is the train A take default kind of thing. There's not gonna really be B take like I've been talking about. But I'll call it out as we go. And if this is the map I'm the least confident about as far as strats goes. So for this upcoming scrim, we'll just see how it goes. If the strats really just aren't working out for our favor, then we'll just scrap them and be like, yeah, it's not working out. We're gonna have to do something else. If they are working out, then we'll keep them, etc., etc. Well, yeah. So thanks for watching for Nuke. This is probably the last Nuke video, but yeah, thanks for watching.